Alrighty, it's Saturday, February 2nd. Really foggy and misty out here. I'm gonna give it a shot this morning though, and hit up a spot we hadn't been to maybe in a year, I think. Lake Louisville Ecological Learning Area, LLELA. They stocked it with trout earlier this week, and well, we're gonna give it a try. But before we go there, we'll have a little coffee, breakfast of champions, coffee, and some zinger or zebra donut or zebra somethings. Tasty. Wish us luck. All right, this is Lake Louisville Ecological Learning Area. It's part of the University of North Texas, one of their, I guess, testing sites, or where they do some biological things, I guess. But, bottom line, they also stock it with trout every year in partnership with the city of Louisville and Texas Parks and Wildlife. Sometimes they'll put some bigger trout in, other times it'll be just your normal stalker trout. This round we're not sure. They had delayed one of the trout stockings earlier this season because of, I believe, because of the water flow and rain and whatnot. So I think earlier this past week they stocked it with trout, and hopefully we'll be able to get one or two, maybe even a little. Okay, we're gonna walk around the where the tail race is. Here's this one section where we park. Got the 6-weight TFO rod, along with the 6-weight Echo Ion fly reel. And we're just gonna go and cross over here. Hopefully we'll get some fish. You can see where the tail race is. It's down below here. Good stuff. All right, we're here on the other side now of where they release the water. You can see the parking area. There's actually two parking areas. One over here closer to, I guess, the tail race area, and then over there a little bit further downriver. Not too far though, just gotta come back around. And this is a spot where we normally come to catch some of those hybrid bass and white bass. Good stuff. What we're gonna do is just work our way downriver and see if we can find a pocket where the trout may be lurking. Right, and here we are. This is just downriver from the tail race, and then we'll look at that one pool that's just right over here by the bend, and then we'll come down around another bend and take a look and see what's over there, and then maybe we'll start fishing. All right, a little bit further downriver. See some folks fishing. There's the tail race over here. Other folks fishing. All right, we're just working undercut bank right now where there's some fast water. Not sure if we'll get anything. And we'll just kind of work the fly here. All right, we're down from that other bend over here, and we're now just checking things out over here. And we'll just take a look at things here, and then we'll move on further. Let's kind of get a little idea of what may be lurking down below here. All right, here's another hole that we like fishing. We're gonna just kind of work our way down a little bit, and then kind of work a bank or undercut bank. Well, just kind of walking the trail now. Hadn't got anything. I actually switched over to a Clouser minnow, hoping maybe to get a white bass or hybrid. But so far no trout. We did hear that one person did get a trout, so there is trout here. Just not on our hook. All right, so we've made our way back up, and we may just go play around by the rocks and maybe hook up into maybe a white bass or a hybrid. Let's see what happens. All right, we're at the tail race portion. This is where we normally get, sometimes we get those little bluegill sunfish or long-eared perch, as well as some striped bass, or correction, white bass and hybrids. So, not sure how this is gonna go, but we'll see. All right, so olive near deer for trout, didn't get anything. Switched to a mop fly for trout, didn't get anything. Went to a Clouser minnow for white bass and hybrids, didn't get anything. So now we're just gonna throw on a pink near deer right there, and we're gonna see if we can get something right here at the tail race by the rocks. All right, what we'll do is just cast upstream, let it drift. We're using that extra fast sinking tip, and we're just gonna let it drift down, get close to the rocks, and then we'll just kind of start pumping it back, and maybe we'll get one of these little bluegill sunfish that like hanging around by the rocks to hit. All right, well, it was a brutal day here at LLELA. I did see one individual catch a trout, as well as the same individual was able to get 3 on the hook, but lost them. But bottom line, trout were caught here today. Unfortunately, not by yours truly. So, being the fishing addict that we are, can't go home empty-handed. Gotta at least get at least one fish on the hook. Maybe we'll stop on a pond on the way and catch a fish. Wish us luck.
Hi, well, we struck out over there at LLELA, so we're over here at the little pond over here by the Allen Cinemark, and we're gonna see if we can catch something so we don't call it a strikeout today. All right, let's see how this OPST Commando Head works in this little pond. See something big over there doing something. Maybe we'll go take a look at it here.
All right, so we checked it out, and bottom line, didn't see what was making those big wakes, but we did try several casts around the pond before we started settling to this one spot.
We're just in a deeper side of the pond here. Let's see if we get something to hit. Just using a little red damselfly. There's a hit. All right, we got a hit. Looks like a bass. All right, it's not a strikeout today. We got one on the line, soon to be landed. All right. Woo! Here at the Allen Cinemark Pond. All right, we'll put a PMOD on. Purple, marabou, and orange thing. Let's see how that does. The damselfly, the red damselfly got kind of beat up. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this guy. There's a hit. All right, he took it. Took it on the drop. Looks like another bass, maybe. Oh yeah, a little bit bigger than the other one. Put a nice bend on the 6-weight. Let's bring this baby in. All right. Here he comes. All right, one on the purple marabou orange thing. Right there. Cool beans. All right, we're going to call it quits. Had a fun time over there at LLELA, even though we struck out, and then got a couple of bass here at the pond by Allen Cinemark, the Movieplex. There's a Cinemark, there's the pond. Cool beans. All right, next time we'll catch y'all later. Good luck and good fishing.
All right, it was a great time out there at LLELA, although we struck out, still had a good time, got some good practice in, got to try out the TFO 6-weight fly rod on that 6.7 Echo Ion fly reel with that OPST Commando Head. What we're really liking is that coated running line is making a difference. We're not tangling near as much with that mono one that we were using previously. So we're probably going to definitely use this a little bit more often this year, if not as much as we can. I'm glad that we didn't strike out, even though it didn't happen at LLELA. We were able to go and stop at a pond on the way home. Stopped at that little pond over there by the Allen Cinemark a movie house and got a couple of bass. All right, what we do want to do a reminder is we will be doing another near deer giveaway, so do stay tuned there. And then there's a couple of product reviews that we wanted to throw in there. Some people were asking about why we like these strike indicators, specifically that cork strike indicator. So we've got that product review as well as product review on the OPST Commando Head. Now that we've got the 200 grain that we use on the 5-weight, as well as the 225 grain that we use on the 6-weight, might give some pointers as to why we like it and how we use it. And oh, by the way, we can compare it with the real trout max that we're using on the 4-weight. So all the best, and like we said earlier, while we were at LLELA, or while we were over there at the Allen Cinemark, till next time, we'll catch y'all later, and good luck and good fishing.